Are you tired of playing high-quality games all the time? Well, make sure to stop by Kotach Dev, aka Kotach.com. On Kotach.com, you'll find such games as Grass in Dew, a young girl with sapphire eyes of wonder, of wondrous beauty, lightly sleeps with her bare feet on the freshened by morning dew grass. Her light chiffon sundress from the time to time crosses swords with the breaking from the mountain's breeze, and her fine and babyish skin feels the pleasant fresh giving the embracement of the cloth sliding on her body. The District. Action with elements of survival in the open world. You will have to look for weapons to produce supplies, shelter from the weather, and to get used to conditions of a new life. The District. Action with elements of survival in the open world. You will have to look for weapons, get supplies, shelter from the weather, and get used to the conditions of a new life. Again. The game takes place in an alternate reality somewhere in the depths of the United States. There's a crisis in the world, therefore no legitimate governance. The medical science cannot cope with different difficulties. At the same time, a new kind of virus evolves in the USA. Science cannot explore the virus and decides to isolate all who would be infected. Because of the absence of finances, the government comes to an ambiguous solution to send the infected to an empty lands on the outskirts of civilization, under the supervision of physicians and the rest of the population. This supervision comes in the form of a reality show. Patients try to survive, having scanty resources under 24/7 surveillance. You are the only trying to, that's TU by the way, survive, look for the other people, collect resources and food, beware of wild animals, survive. The game is under development, currently only 20% of ideas are realized. Now we are improving the game in terms of graphics, the map, and also fill various buildings, loot, Easter eggs, and much more. All that you have seen in the gameplay video is already present in the game, though some of the things do not always work correctly. Field Z, aka Uncrowded. Sandbox multiplayer open world game in a few steps. The game also has several different gameplay modes such as deathmatch, survival horror, and zombie swarm. You can create your world, customize your rules, and enjoy the game with your friends. Explore! The game goes where the community wants it to. The initial map is set on the island. Currently, the island has plenty of interesting locations to discover and loot. Bandits. Players can choose to enter player versus player servers and battle other players to steal their gear. Banditry is highly supported with plenty of weapons and sneaky devices. Heroes. Players can join player versus environment servers to team up with other people and easily create clans to play with their pals. Don't hungry. Android. Survival. Sandpit is now on your phone. Collect resources, fight monsters, create tools to facilitate their survival in the harsh world. Do not hungry. Rusty Survival. Android. Rusty Survival. A game about survival in the open world of zombies and among players. Once again, we find ourselves in a world that has gripped the apocalypse. We are not alone in this world. Besides us, there are people zombies. This world is rusty, like rust on a car or any pipe. Here we have to survive, fight monsters and their own kind, so as not to rust like the world. So if you like really crappy games that are only half in development and are just a scam for money, then remember, visit Kotach Dev, that's Kotach.com.